Okay lang. The Newsday continues here on One News Now. I'm Jess De Los Santos. Malacanang maintains that the International Criminal Court has no jurisdiction over the Philippines. The ICC recently opened a full-blown investigation into the Duterte administration's drug war. In a statement, Presidential Chief Legal Counsel Salvador Panelo says the probe does not bother President Duterte. He insists the ICC cannot pursue any matter in the country since the Philippines has already withdrawn from the Rome Statute. He also believes that the ICC is being used as a political apparatus by those who want to remove Duterte from his position. Panelo said in a radio interview that the government will not cooperate with ICC over the probe. President Duterte has ordered Solicitor General Jose Calida to request an audit on the Philippine Red Cross. In a taped address aired Thursday, Duterte directed Calida to formally ask Commission on Audit Chair Michael Aguinaldo for an immediate audit over the Philippine Red Cross. Malacanang had said that the government funds paid to the Red Cross for COVID-19 testing are within COA's jurisdiction. In the same speech, Duterte once again lashed out at PRC Chairman Senator Richard Gordon, accusing him of corruption.
Hindi mo ako matakot na 10 million years. Hindi ako kawatan kagaya mo. Wala akong Red Cross na ginagatasan araw-araw. Pera, mag 40 years ako sa gobyerno. Maglakaw pa ako ngayon lang. Di noon pa, ikaw meron kang nakaparking dyan. Yan, pinarking mo yung milking ka mo. Red Cross na yan. Ito, buka.
Some Catholic devotees are now able to physically attend masses under the new alert level system imposed in Metro Manila. Justine Punsalang tells us how the new normal worship looks like.
Metro Manila shifts to alert level 4 today with physical religious gatherings now allowed to resume at a limited capacity. In Quiapo Church, 10% or only around 224 people can go inside. This is only for fully vaccinated individuals. Guards are present to check the vaccination cards of churchgoers. This is to ensure that they have already received their second dose. Those who are still unvaccinated or have only received their first dose so far can join the worship in Plaza Miranda, Plaza San Juan, and Carriedo. The newly painted social distancing markers are already in place outside the church. Devotees welcome the resumption of physical masses at the Quiapo Church.
Opo, malaking tulong po yung pagbukas ng simbahan kasi matagal na po tayong nakasarado. Kailangan po natin talagang buksan ng simbahan, diyan po tayo kakapit.
Okay na rin po and medyo magaan po sa kalooban na unti-unti na po nagiging maayos ang lahat.
They say the new guidelines will ensure safety for all.
Tama naman yung decision nila na yung vaccinated yung maging magkaroon ng chance na makapagsimba. Like ngayon kasi syempre kumakalat yung virus.
Para po hindi mahawaan po yung hindi nabaksina. Okay na lang po sila mag-online.
The return of physical masses, even at a limited capacity, is an answered prayer for the devout Catholics in the country. The new quarantine system paves the way for the reopening of more parishes nationwide once the pilot run proves successful in Metro Manila. For News 5, Justine Punsalang. We are One News.
More stories after this short break. Keep it here on One News. You're still watching One News Now. I'm Jess De Los Santos. Octa projects that COVID-19 cases may start to go down significantly by October, but they warn against complacency amid a new quarantine system. Greg Gregorio has the report.
The Octa Research Group reports that the COVID-19 reproduction and growth rates are slowing down. Nationwide, the reproduction number or transmission rate dropped to 1.23 from last week's 1.35, while the growth rate or trend in the increase of cases dropped to 6% from last week's 15%. The COVID-19 numbers in Metro Manila are also down.
Maybe humahabol ng contact tracing because nakita namin based on some LGUs na nakita namin data, contact tracing naturally improved in terms of the ratio. So maybe it's also the effect of the vaccinations.
Octa says if the trajectory continues, cases would start to decline by October. Hospital beds may also begin to be freed up. But Octa notes that we should not be complacent as we have yet to see a downward trend. The group says around 20,000 daily COVID-19 cases are still expected in the next 2 weeks.
We might be getting close to the peak nationally, and that's why we have again renewed hope na we might not hit 30,000.
The group adds that the effect of the pilot implementation of granular lockdown is still uncertain.
It could accelerate the decrease in reproduction number, baka mag-stall yung reproduction number, or maybe numbers could. We're hoping, of course, numbers will not increase.
Octa says the situation would depend on how strict the restrictions will be enforced. For News 5, Greg Gregorio, we are One News.
Here's a quick look at today's other top stories. The Bureau of Internal Revenue will investigate an initial list of 250 top-earning social media personalities to check if they're paying taxes. The BIR said their earnings are considered as business income and that these personalities are classified as self-employed. Rizal Park and 3 other sites in Intramuros will be open to tourists again starting today. The tourism department said visits will be under limited capacity and only those aged 18 to 65 are allowed. Visitors are also urged to download the Stay Safe app for faster entry into the sites. And Elon Musk-owned SpaceX has sent the first all-civilian crew into Earth orbit. The rocket ship carried a billionaire e-commerce executive, Jared Isaacman, and 3 less wealthy private citizens he chose for the trip. The flight, which took off in Florida, is expected to last about 3 days and will splash down in the Atlantic. For more updates, visit News 5, The Philippine Star, and Business World online. Visit our website, onenews.ph, for more in-depth analysis. You can also catch One News on the Signal Play app. Register for a free account now at www.signalplay.com and stream One News live anytime, anywhere. Mask on, wash hands, and stay safe, Philippines. I'm Jess De Los Santos. We are One News.